Morning, one of the storytellers, Carl Størmer from Norway. Thank you for joining us today. You've been to BIF before.
Yes, this is my second time, and I'm really enjoying it.
So talk with us how you got brought to BIF the first time. This is 4 years later, and then we're going to talk a little bit about your talk.
Well, I was part of a speaker network that Chris Meyer had put together called Monitor Talent, and Chris is on the board of BIF, so he suggested I do a talk here, and I did a talk on the Jazz Code, which is the name of my company as consulting firm. And so I was here and I talked about how control is for beginners.
And then you gave a very powerful talk this morning about your mother. It's one of the most talked about talks today. So when you knew you were going to be a storyteller again in 2017, we talked, you said you knew you were going to talk about your mom.
Yeah, we just finished a large solo show of my mother's work at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Oslo, 37 years after her death. And so her works, they were all very much on my mind, and I've been thinking a lot about the heritage of what does it mean and what's her legacy.
And how do you feel after having given it? Now you've had the chance to interact with people. They've come up and told you their personal reactions to it. Did you expect to get such a reaction when you talked with folks?
I was hoping to get such a reaction, but it always surprises me how one's ideas or my ideas can have an impact on other people, and it's always surprising to me.
And here we are, it's going to be the last session of the day. How have you found day one of BIF 2017 so far?
I think it has been extremely enlightening and inspiring and a great learning experience. A lot of things to think about, both in terms of how people structure their material, the subject matter they talk about, and the way they deliver it.
Do you go away feeling inspired?
Oh, absolutely. Totally inspired.
Well, fantastic, Carl. I appreciate you taking the time. Hopefully we'll talk soon. Carl Størmer, thank you again for coming to talk with us here. As we're at break, I hear the bell. I think folks